Right, welcome to my weekly blog update. I'm recording live from Valley Gardens today, which is a little beauty spot in the centre of Harrogate. You can see a little eatery over there. If we go over here, the road or path that leads through the woods to the Royal Horticultural Society Harlow Car Gardens, and up there through the trees is the Sun Pavilion and the colonnade. So we're in very picturesque surroundings. I thought I'd start doing that with my blog, actually taking you out and about rather than staring at my beautiful face. Not that that's a bad thing, but this allows you to see some of the surroundings. Excuse me. Some of the surroundings in England. There are plenty of places we can visit. I'm thinking of doing Knaresborough Castle next week. I must apologise as well for the slight tremoring. I've had quite a physical morning, and one of the side effects of my anxiety is myoclonic tremors in my arm. So if you feel the sort of shaking that's a bit like that, that's that. Nothing to worry about. Fades after time. Got a bit in my eye. I want to start this week by by congratulating Bobby Southworth and Mr. Thompson for doing so well and winning their fights at, I think it was the Strike Force event this last week. Thompson actually won gold, so well done to them. I didn't do a predictions for that event because those were the only two people on the card that I knew, so there we are. In terms of the forum, well, this week I have been, again, not online quite as often. I had a little bit of a spat earlier on this week with a patron known as Logros. We disagree over some fundamental issues involving the Ultimate Fighter broadcast, and particularly the winner of this particular season, who was Emile, who I think is fantastic, and who Logros doesn't. And it did end up in me closing a thread that he'd trashed, basically, and I don't apologise for that. He said what he needed to say. I didn't delete anything, I didn't edit anything, I just shut it, and there's another thread about Emile which he can, start up again if he wants. It's just a point that I'm making, which I think is fair, and that's that Emile should be credited for what he's managed to achieve. I know some of the people that he works with. I know his agent, who I speak to a lot, and I think he's fantastic. And should you want to visit a site where you can leave messages, Emile does have a Myspace, but you can also leave messages on Sucker Punch Entertainment, whose website is suckerpunchent.com, and feel free to leave messages there. You'll see others that are under the same umbrella as Jeff Curran and Jens Pulver. Along those lines, very interestingly, I was talking to a guy called Emile Coleman, who is the co-owner of Cage Gladiators. You will remember that I went to a Cage Gladiator event not so long ago in Liverpool, and enjoyed myself thoroughly. Took a load of Busby videos, uploaded them, and it caught his attention. He got in contact with me across YouTube, Originally I thought he was going to ask me to take down the videos that that I recorded inside the venue, which was a bit naughty of me, but there we are. But he said he congratulated me, said they were very enlightening, and offered me the chance to go along to another event in July and to be put on the guest list, which I thought was extremely kind, because I don't have a lot of money, and I probably wouldn't really be able to visit Cage Gladiators again now until next year, having done Cage Rage as well. I really only did it because I wanted to sort of get to know some of the local events as well as just the events that are in the US. So, how are we doing for time? Anyway, so I left him a while because some of those, the event that I went to see was actually being broadcast live, well, not live, but it was being broadcast later on terrestrial television, free. I think they're the only company to have done that, which I think is fantastic, rather than taking the opinion of a lot of the mixed martial arts producers now. They do sell videos of their stuff, but they're also prepared to put them on the television for people to see, and allow people to record their stuff and put them online. So I think that's fantastic. Well done to him. And anyway, so I contacted him. He's still in London on some sort of business tour, but I shall be speaking to him again later on, and he has said that he will add my name to the list. So, the end of July, I shall be off again to Cage Gladiators. Fantastic. I look forward to that. That shall be very, very good indeed. I don't know if Emile is actually on Myspace or not. I ought to have a look, to be honest. But there we are. So I thought that I would tell you that news as well. In terms of the family, nothing much has happened. We did have a big meeting. Me and my sisters all went round to my parents. The reason being that my sister Rosie has just come back from her holiday in the Dominican Republic. Not sure I would have chosen that as a place to go on holiday. It's a third world country, for a start. Excuse the wind. Plays havoc with the microphone, I know. But anyway, so off we all went to my parents, and she came round, and we sort of had a big buffet, which was rather nice. My father has his birthday in the next couple of weeks, 12th of July, so that's something to look forward to. At work, well, things were pretty bad last time, you'll know. I said about the situation at work, which wasn't very good. Well, it couldn't get much worse, and it's actually got a lot better. So things are calmer again at work, which is fantastic. I was in a little bit of a bother a couple of weeks ago, but that's not doing too badly. And at the moment, I'm trying to get myself on lists for voluntary work with the elderly. It's quite difficult now, more difficult than you would think, because you need things like CRB checks getting done. You're working with vulnerable people, and if you do anything like, I don't know, so you just want to mow a lawn, you've got to get health and safety for the equipment that you do that with now, so there we are. But I'm working on it. And I think that's it for this week. I can't think of anything else to say.